So I'm sick, but doesn't mean things are slowing down or stopping. Also, I like to try to post videos kind of when there's something going on with Titanfall. Right now, there's a whole bunch of weird updates happening with the game. It hasn't gotten an update since 2017. Which is strange, but cool. Haven't been able to get in any matches, but I'm sure that's most of us. So, video that I'm making today, I wanted to talk a little bit about how I do the camera work in Unreal Engine. This is something I've been asked about a couple of times, so I wanted to make a quick video to showcase that. Not really a tutorial, but kind of to talk about the process. So this is going to be a quick one, so let's keep it short. Also, the camera's in auto because I just don't want to deal with dialing that all in when I'm sick. I don't feel like it, so I'm not going to do it. So the best way to think about cameras in Unreal is honestly just like photo mode in a video game. If you've ever played a video game that has photo mode option, you go over to it and then your screen kind of freezes, everything pauses in place, and you can set up cameras, take pretty pictures and whatnot. But those are just still images. Here, we have everything play back. We're able to use that photo mode to move a camera in and out of space and give the illusion that it was shot for real, for real. Everything's still kind of loading in, but we're going to do things in the background. I think it'll be fine. Famous last words.
No! God, please, no!
So if I pop open here, you can see this is kind of the whole sequence. Everything that has animation is tied in here. All right, so if we hit play here, everybody starts. This is how every scene starts. When we did the motion capture, we clap in, and then it starts. This didn't have any facial performance since the characters are wearing helmets. So one of the main things that you want to keep in mind is the more you can tie things to the real world, the better a lot of your shots are going to end up looking. So not only thinking about how you would actually shoot things, but also keeping in mind the rules that make good composition in camera work. So like right here, they're having this conversation. So maybe I pop a camera in. What are we at? This is shooting on an IMAX 70mm, which I think is fine for now. Those are just the different sensors. Essentially, every camera has all the details that a real camera has, except for more options, because you could choose whatever sensor you shoot on. So like, big plus. But then we'll go in here, maybe because the IMAX sensor is huge, we'll shoot at 135, so it looks a little bit more like 85mm traditionally. Then like maybe we get this shot in place. But you can see I'm just moving the camera around. I'm just dropping it in, move it around, finding what I liked, and then I can even go in and adjust the focus, which this plane tells me exactly where things are going to be in focus, which is super nice. And it looks like everything's still on auto exposure, which is a no bueno. We want to turn that off so that we have more control over the camera itself. Surprised I haven't done this yet. Honestly, very amateur. And the nice thing about Unreal that you don't get in a lot of other places is you can update this all on the fly in real time. So you're not beholden to, waiting on a render to look good. You can get a lot of it straight out of Unreal and then build off of that. So maybe to turn this down to 0.05, 0.1, 0.05. And we'll add some anamorphic streak. That's just going to make it feel a little bit more cinematic when those lens flares hit and pop. So this is essentially where we want to be when we start shooting. And we can do all sorts of stuff from here. So like if we play it back, we can kind of see what's happening. All right, so you can keyframe everything from your focal distance, which is just gonna be where your focus is, to the transform, which is essentially where the camera is in space. So you can move it around and have it do interesting movements, which we'll kind of show in a little bit. And on top of that, you can even pre-make some camera shake, so it just feels a little bit more alive when it's playing back. So that's all fun and dandy. And right now, Unreal is just trying to load stuff. That's why it looks low resolution, which sometimes it just has to find the right things to sacrifice. So it's a longer focal length that thinks the camera's further away, so it's trying to decrease the amount of detail there, but in the final render, it just all comes out. Because it doesn't need to load in real time. You can have it take a little bit more time on each frame and get a result that's much better. But like, this is fantastic for being able to work and understand the settings. I'm gonna make 2 keyframes here. She goes running. We're just gonna use however far she got. And that little bit, no promises on how good the animation is, so don't quite remember from when I was doing this scene, just because I don't polish the animation a ton until I know where the camera's looking. Because if the camera never looked this way in the final, then like there's no point in animating it. But there we go. Now the camera's moving, moves with her. And then if we wanted to even go a step further, we could add a little bit of camera shake, light and medium. It feels pretty natural. And then I repeat that over and over and over and over and over again until we get everything. What the cinematographers a lot of time what I'll do is I'll have them kind of pick what the compositions are and kind of the chemistry that dictates the scene. And then I'll go back in later and do like all the follow-up animation. And that's what we're doing for every single scene in this whole project. So it iterates over and over and over again till you get something. Now for the little bit of an update. So right now we're working through cinematography and wrapping up animation, which is really exciting. Once we have cameras placed, things go by pretty quick. And I'm able to actually construct a lot of the edit directly in Unreal before I render it out. So after this phase, we'll be doing an edit to get that locked off, which should go by pretty quickly, all things considered. And then from there, it's sending everything through visual effects that needs to be in visual effects, running everything that needs to be run through Stable Diffusion, and doing sound, audio, color, final mix, and we'll have ourselves a complete project. It's getting super duper close and pretty exciting. So thank you for following up to this point. We're almost at the 1 year of the original trailer dropping, which is crazy.
I wanted these ones in the chunkle.
Kids.
And it's looking great. And everybody's been doing an amazing job. And I'm so proud of the cast and crew because we're making something awesome. That's it. Okay, I'm too close to the camera now.